All right, everybody, in this YAML Snippets tip, we are going to talk about trust but verify, safe snippet practices, right? So essentially, we're looking to ensure that when you use snippets, wherever you get them from, make sure it's reputable, make sure you're analyzing it, make sure that you've checked it and vetted it, right? Okay, so let's jump to the tip. All right, before we get into it, let me just tell you a little bit about me. My name is David Warner. I work at Quisitive, and I'm a Microsoft MVP and a Microsoft Certified Trainer, which basically means I love talking about this stuff a lot. So if you'd like to see more of what I do, you can check out my site at warner.digital or come connect with me on LinkedIn. Let's collaborate. I'm always looking to share ideas, updates, and I'm probably going to share way too many purple and heart emojis. Aww. Yep, that's right. I love the sound effects too. And hey, if you find this video helpful or even mildly entertaining, tap that subscribe button, give the video a thumbs up, and let me know in the comments how you're planning to use what you learned. I genuinely love hearing and collaborating with other developers that are putting some of these things into action. And hey, by the way, I run a newsletter where I kind of round out some tips and information around other Microsoft 365 and Power Platform news and content in one easy, not spammy email. So I'll include a link in the chat. All right, if you're not familiar with YAML snippets and Power Apps, they basically let you copy and reuse entire controls in clean, readable code. It's super, super handy. Now, I go into more detail on how they work in the very first video of this series, which I'll link out for you. So if you're new to them, you might want to check out that first. Otherwise, let's get to the tip. Okay, so what does it mean to trust but verify? Well, this is just 3 different ways that I'm going to cover today. Now, there's clearly definitely more that you can use and techniques that you can use, but these are 3 that I found valuable. First one is always vet before you paste, right? So don't trust blindly. Don't go into production and just implement some cool new functionality that you saw, that you got from somewhere that you don't even know who created it, right? So you want to vet it. It's like when my family says, hey, what's the best antivirus software? I'm like, well, that best antivirus is you. Question everything. So make sure you scan it. Make sure you test it in development where there's no production data. There's no potential for exposing information that you shouldn't or breaking something that you don't want to see broken. All right. Second one is know your sources. So use those reputable repositories. I'll provide a demo here on the Microsoft 365 and Power Platform community repos. So those are obviously well trusted, and other reliable, maybe personal repos from people that you know and that you trust. But again, always fall back to that. Always vet before you paste. Make sure. And then use AI to spot some of the sketchy stuff. You can use Copilot or ChatGPT to scan for risky hidden code, maybe some trackers. We're going to demo that in a second, and you can take a look at it. So super cool. These are my 3 top tips that I think are valuable. All right. Well, as we move into our demo, what is our words of wisdom? It is, if it smells fishy, it probably is, right? So when you're working with snippets or any, quite frankly, code that you're getting from somewhere else that maybe you didn't write or someone personally you know didn't write, if it smells fishy, see what I did there? Fishing, smells fishy, right? Anybody? Nobody? All right. Okay. Funny enough. I love the puns. All right, let's get into the demo. All right, so for this first demo, I want to highlight how you can utilize the community samples that are available to us and kind of know exactly where you're at. So the best place to start is at adoption.microsoft.com. So if you go there, then you're going to be able to access under the Solutions tab right here, the Sample Solution Gallery. So you click on Solutions, you come down and you select Sample Solution Gallery. Let me go select that. And that's going to take you to the Microsoft curated sample solution gallery. Now, this is spanning multiple repos across community and Microsoft repos. Now, I say community, but those community repos are curated by Microsoft employees and by MVPs. So you know that they're being vetted. You know the samples included here are not just willy-nilly. Anybody and everybody can contribute, but they are vetted, right? So let's do a quick search here on Snippet, since we're talking about snippets. And I'm going to come down here. I'm going to filter on Power Apps, right, since we're kind of focusing on that right now. And then let me see, I'm going to scroll down. Here's one by April. So I'm going to focus on that. So I'm going to click on SVG Donut. And that's going to take me to the SVG Donut sample page. Now, this describes a little bit about it, who created it, the product that it's associated to, the type, obviously, which is Snippet. And then there's going to be a button here, View on GitHub. Now, when we click on that, it's going to open up in a new tab, and it's going to take us to GitHub. Okay, so how do we know, though, that this is safe? Well, the first way is ensuring that you're at the PNP repo. Now, PNP is a little bit of a legacy term for patterns and practices practices. It's now known as the Microsoft 365 and Power Platform community. So these are the open source projects and samples. And so when you're here at PNP, you know you're safe. You know that these settings or these samples have always been vetted and curated by a collection of folks involved in the community that are maintainers. Now, it doesn't mean that non-PNP samples are unsafe. It just means that you want to know who you're getting it from. So if you know the people that you're being provided the sample from and you can trust them, that's fine. Always go back to you should know what's in it, right? You should absolutely look through it. Don't just blindly copy and paste into production where some sort of Dr. Evil, $1 billion we're going to take out of your account now or out of your tenant. You want to know what it's doing. But it's also good to know that when you're dealing with repos such as this, they are safe. Still, though, you want to do your due diligence and do your homework. So anything that you're going to find here through that adoption sample solution gallery at adoption.microsoft.com is pretty much going to be safe for you. Okay. Now let's jump into our next demo where we're going to see how we can get a little bit of an assist from AI and Copilot. All right, so here we are in Power Apps Studio. Now, I've got a couple of screens. We'll go through each of them one by one. Pretty simple stuff. I've really just got an image here and a couple of buttons, right? So this image is just a version of my logo that I've just kind of done up for football season. It's almost football season here, and obviously I'm a big fan. See the helmets behind me, so I'm creating some thematic logos, right? Nothing big. A couple of buttons. They don't really do anything. It's pretty basic. Now, so if I want to go look at the YAML for this particular code, I can go as I did there, and I can right click and go to view code, or you can go to the ellipsis and go view code, and then you can see what that YAML looks like. Now, there's really nothing unique here. It's actually pretty short, 48. So really, this is something that you absolutely could do yourself. And of course, I'm referencing an image that if I pasted this in would be broken. But point here is we're looking for insecurities, right? So I'm going to copy this code, and I'm going to come over to VS Code. And I'm going to paste it into VS Code here. Just have a new window. I've set up my document type or my language mode as YAML already, right? So it recognizes it as YAML. And so that's all fine. We see it color coded and all that good stuff. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm using Copilot or GitHub Copilot. Right? So what I'm going to do is paste a prompt, and I'll put this prompt into the YouTube description so you could use it if you like. But essentially, I'm going to say, take a close look at this YAML and let me know if there's anything unusual, suspicious, or potentially unsafe. Focus on anything that might affect security, privacy, data exposure, or user trust. So pretty basic. It's not even saying that it's for Power Apps specifically. It's just saying, hey, take a look and let me know if there's anything that is nefarious, right? Is Dr. Evil trying to infiltrate my tenant? All right, so we don't want that. We want to make sure that none of that's happening. All right, no. Okay, so I'm going to hit go. And it's working. It's already contextual to my file. And so it gives me some observations, right? Images references a file here. Then it gives me a little bit of a security and privacy review, no direct data exposure, formula usage, image source, potential concern. So it does say, hey, it's using a referenced image that's user uploaded, right? So if that was SVG, it'd be included, or maybe it'd be a hyperlink to something external. And then it gives me a nice, cool little summary. It appears safe and standard for UI layout. No suspicious, unsafe, or privacy impacting elements are present in this excerpt. If you add data connections, user input, or external resources in the future, review those for security and privacy risks. So not bad, pretty cool, right? It kind of gives me an overview of what is included in my YAML. Now, this is a short YAML snippet, obviously, but if it was much longer, you can see the value in doing this. So let's jump back over into Power Apps Studio. And I want to show you the other non-safe version, right? So I've got this clean YAML. I've got this other screen here called Stranger Danger YAML. All right, let's open it up. Pretty much the exact same thing visually, right? It looks exactly the same, but hey, I've got this other image here. Hey, nothing to see here. Move along. These aren't the droids you're looking for, right? But what is that actually doing? Well, number one, it's hidden. Okay, so if I were to paste this in blindly, wouldn't even see it there, maybe not even notice it, especially if there's a whole bunch of other controls there. But when you look at the URL for it, it's like evil CDN tracker to a pixel, and I'm actually using potentially some code that's going to send back my user email. Right now, this is obviously inside of a string, but I could change this to be a Power Effects formula that actually does concatenate that using actual Power Effects. So we don't want that. So let's see what happens now. So I'm going to go to view code. Oh, no, and that's just on the image, so that definitely. So I'm going to go on the screen, view code. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to go back over to VS Code now. All right. I'm going to delete this original one, and I'm going to paste this new stuff in. I'm going to start a new chat, and I'm going to control paste the same exact statement, right? Same exact post. All right. So let's see what happens now. Oh, go ahead and send. There we go. Thank you, Copilot. All right. Oh, okay. Nothing to see here. Loads an image from an external URL. This URL includes the user's email address as a query parameter. Of course, it's in quotes, and so we know it's just hard-coded string, but it obviously is looking for something going on here. And the recommendation is it says, hey, the hidden tracking, the image is set to visible equals false, meaning it won't be shown to users what will be loaded, which is common tactic for invisible tracking. Super cool. Remove or replace the image, nothing to see here. Control, especially the external tracking pixel with user data. Never so. So it kind of goes on and on, right? Point is, though, we got assist. This is pretty cool. I really like this technique because we're leveraging AI, we're leveraging something beyond ourselves, and maybe YAML's new to you, maybe some of these controls are new to you, maybe you're just learning, that's okay. You want to start from somewhere, so get an assist with AI, get an assist. Now, I'm doing this inside of VS Code. You could paste it into just regular ChatGPT or Copilot or whatever your favorite AI of choice is, no problem, that's perfectly fine. But this is super cool. And so I really hope that you are able to utilize this. A couple tips that we've obviously covered in this session. And so I hope that you find them valuable. And I hope you find them valuable. I'm trying to go back to my screen here. Yeah, there you go. So make sure that you use them. Make sure you put them into practice. Let me know in the chat if you found them useful. And I would absolutely love to keep collaborating. Thanks, everybody. Before we wrap up, let me show you one more amazing power move. There is a Microsoft 365 and Power Platform community GitHub repo where you can browse, use, and even contribute back to a number of snippets for free. Seriously, free, as in $0. Cost you nothing. You absolutely can use them infinitely. And when you contribute back, say, for example, you create your own snippet and give it back to the community, you don't just get those warm, fuzzy feelings, although, hey, those are good too, but you can actually earn credly badges like you see here, Snippet Sorcerer, Power Contributor, or Community Contributor. Now, these are great for your blog, for your resume, for LinkedIn. Show them to your manager, show them to your clients, because they prove that you are contributing to the community and you are making a difference for the entire global community. And hey, send it to mom. She might not know what a YAML snippet is, but she'll know you're awesome. The links are here on the screen. I'll include them in the YouTube video description. So please get involved. Check them out.